Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. This reading is going to look at your energies, Virgo, between the 8th to the 14th of February 2021, or thereabouts, round about that time, those dates. I've pre-shuffled your cards to get the energy into the cards, and I'll just do a final shuffle and lay them out for you. Just to say, it is a general reading, Virgo, so it will resonate with some of you, but it won't resonate with everybody. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Moonology cards, and we'll just take one card from there just to start the reading, and then a final shuffle of the Oracle of Visions. And likewise one card. So first of all we have it's the full moon in Virgo. Lovely. So here you are, Virgo. But this is just to say you are good enough. You know, don't doubt yourself. You are good enough, Virgo. Okay. And then we have number 23, and this is about providing shelter. Providing shelter to those that need your care, that need your support, perhaps to some that energy that are vulnerable. Providing shelter. Right, you are good enough. Doing a good job, Virgo. Right, just do a final shuffle of the Osho Zen. So we have the heart of your reading, a situation and your energy, Virgo. What you're thinking about, the root of the matter, past influences, the future going forward, and then something else the universe would like to say, which may or may not be connected to the rest of your reading. And then we have healing. So this could be saying that you are a healer, a natural healer, Virgo. It could be saying that you are receiving healing, or you need to receive healing. Or it could well be saying that healing is coming down for you, universal healing. But something about healing for you, Virgo. I'll just put that to one side. And I'll just do a final shuffle now of the Nature Wildwood. So at the bottom of this deck we have the Queen of Arrows, Swan energy. Now the Queen of Arrows is the Queen of Swords in ordinary tarot, but this is depicted by the swan, and of course the swan glides along gracefully, but there's lots of action going on underneath the water, very busy. The Queen of Arrows, the swan energy, swans make very good parents. They protect their young fiercely, and protect their boundaries quite fiercely, don't they? But this is saying, this is about the mind. The Queen of Arrows energy is very much about the mind, the intellect, communication, being pragmatic, if you like, not allowing your heart or your emotions to dictate the order of things. Very much about using the mind to deal with situations. But of course, you know, with this one energy, so far as their own family are concerned, they have a big heart and they're very protective of those that they love. So this is the Queen of Arrows energy. Now this is either representing an aspect of yourself, Virgo, it doesn't have to be gender specific, or this is somebody connected to you. So let's see where we're going. So at the heart of your reading, we have the letting go, and we have the Knight of Bows, fox energy. So letting go, we can see the leaves over the pool of water, and there's a drop of water just hanging onto the edge of the leaf there, just waiting to let go. And the message of the card is that this drop of water is a bit nervous of letting go, because once it let goes, it'll just disappear into the pool of water, so it won't be an individual drop any longer. You know, so this is very much about letting go of whatever it is that's holding you back. Is something holding you back that you feel if you let go, you know, that you'll become immersed in the pool of water and lose your individuality perhaps, or lose your identity. But this card, when it comes forward, is saying it's encouraging you to let go of whatever that is. You know, let go of that, because you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It's going to be so much better when you let go and become a part of the pond, become a part of the pool of water. But it's just that difficulty when you're just hanging on the edge and you just need to let go of something. Just need to let go of something. And the clarifier is the Knight of Bows, and the fox energy. And the Knight of Bows, sometimes, you know, the knights bring in action. They always bring in some form of change. And I feel, you know, whatever it is you've got to let go of will perhaps lead on to change for you, Virgo. Release the uncertainty, the fear. There's something fearful that's holding you back. But back to the Knight of Bows. So, you know, Knight of Wands in ordinary tarot. So it's very much a fire energy. But this is about movement and change. The Knight of Bows brings in movement and change. Sometimes it's referring to moving home, so house move or moving residence, or, you know, that sort of an energy, moving on. But it can also be about passion, creativity, and bringing in a message or information or an opportunity of change. Of change, it may be to do with passion, it may be to do with creativity, or something else. But certainly it's very much about action with the Knight of Bows. And action and energy, high energy. Now, you know, for some of you, this may be saying, let go of this energy. You know, let go of whatever this means for you. Or this could be representing an aspect of yourself, Virgo, and that you need to let go of something that's holding you back. Because, you know, remember that you are good enough. You are good enough as you are, who you are. You're not going to lose your sense of who you are, your identity. You are good enough. So what are you thinking about at the moment? Well, we have the outsider and we have the stag. Now, the outsider here, the child that looks like a little boy, doesn't it? But is outside the gate, so he's outside of something. If you look through the gate, there's beautiful rainbow colours. So he wants to go through the gate, but he feels locked out. So he feels on the outside looking in, basically. But the message of this card is he isn't locked out, because the padlock there isn't locked. It isn't locked. He could just undo the gate and walk through. So it's almost like self-imposed being locked out, being stuck. He could open the gate and go in. But perhaps this is, you know, he perhaps doesn't feel he can join in with whatever that is. Perhaps he's nervous about going through the gate. But it makes him feel like this. And if you think about the Center card, letting go, this fear of letting go and joining the rest, joining the pool. But there's something holding him back, and it's the same here, and that's what you're thinking about, feeling like an outsider, but actually you're not. You can just go through the gate and join everybody else. Now, the stag energy, this is about justice, fairness, equality, putting things right, you know. So as above, so below, as below, so above. And so it's getting that, balancing the scales, you know, balancing, getting equality and balancing the energies. So is it, for some of you, that do you feel that there's been an injustice in the past by somebody? Things perhaps weren't fair in the past, things weren't right. So there's a need to balance the scales, a need to put things right, you know, to get that sense of fair play and justice. But is it this energy that's making you feel as an outsider, and making you feel, do you feel you wouldn't be welcome to go through the gate because of something that perhaps happened in the past? Or is it that there's some form of an injustice has been done against you in the past, and so you're still feeling like an outsider in some way? So these are the energies you're thinking about at the moment, Virgo. So what's at the root of this? Well, we have sorrow and the mirror. And the sorrow, you've got the Buddha's disciple here, who's very sad because Buddha at this time has passed away. The original Buddha has passed away, and he feels he hasn't. His disciple feels he hasn't reached enlightenment. He feels bereft. He's so sad that he didn't achieve what he was hoping to achieve. But you see, this is from the suit of the mind in this particular deck. So this is what's going on in his mind. It's all in his mind. But the reality is that, you know, it's up to him to find his place of enlightenment. It's not up. He can't put that responsibility onto somebody else, anybody else. We get our enlightenment from within. And so, you know, so he's quite consumed in himself here with his own sorrow, but it's all to do with what's going on in his mind. And the clarifier is the mirror, and this is about looking in the mirror. This is about searching for a sense of self. Looking at ourselves, you know, who we really are, looking beyond any masks we might be wearing, and getting a true sense of who we are and where we're going. You can see she's got her hand underneath the full moon there, and the full moon can cast illusions and delusions. So it's almost like she's trying to push the moon away, because she has actually been quite absorbed in the moon energy, and perhaps quite comfortable within this notion of this illusionary feeling. You can see she's got her eyes closed. But what she's not doing is looking in the mirror and looking at herself and getting a true reflection of who she is. You know, who is she really? And she's looking across at this boat. There's a body in the boat that's on its way over to the island, and it's the island that she's wanting to go to, and she's just wondering how she can get across to the island. But you see, the body in the boat going across to the island, this is about rebirth, having a rebirth to get across to the island. And she's wondering how to get across to the island. but without, having to go through that transformation stage. But of course, what she has to do first is look in the mirror to find out who she is. And then she'll know how to get to the island. But she has to cast away any illusions and delusions about herself. It's about, a true reflection and introspection. And this is at the root of this situation. A sense of, in your mind, feeling sad, feeling unenlightened, not really understanding who you are, or not valuing who you are, putting that value onto other people to give you a sense of who you are. And so that's always going to leave us disappointed, isn't it? If we're relying on others to give us a true sense of ourselves. So we have to get a true sense of ourselves. You get a true reflection of who we are. See who we really are for our enlightenment. And this is at the root of this situation, Virgo. Now the past influences, we have suppression and we have the journey. So in the past there's been some form of a suppressing who you really are. You see the clouds, which is about the heavy clouds coming down. So something weighing heavy on your mind. Something's been weighing heavy on your mind and you've been feeling closed in. You've got the ropes around you also. So, but the cracks showed. You see the thing, it started to crack. You couldn't carry on being entombed there because, things were cracking, and this is in the past. So, there was an ending. This is the death card in ordinary tarot. Well, it's similar to the death card. And this is when we've thought of picking the bones on something that's finished. It's sort of something coming to an end, ready for a transformation energy. We've got the full moon there again. So the full moon has come out quite a bit in this reading. So something coming to an end, ending of a cycle, ending of a life cycle, if you like. But something ended. But there was a time of the bones being picked, just picking the final stages of that process. So that reflects this period in the past of suppression that came to an end. It came to an end. It needed to come to an end. All right, so this is in the past. So it's a period of suppression, things weighing heavy on your mind, feeling closed in. But that came to an end. All right, that cycle has come to an end. But there's something about needing to let go now. There's something you're holding on to. And it may be reflective of, with the journey card, that the crow is still picking at the deer's skull. Still trying to get pickings from the deer's skull. So not quite letting go. Not quite moving on from that. And I feel that's what this is saying here. And it's something to do with a Knight of Bows energy. Or a Knight of Wands energy. About movement and change. Things changing but not wanting to let go of something. And it's because you're feeling insecure. It's about insecurity. From the past, something that happened in the past that you're still feeling insecure about. And I think, you are starting to reflect and look at yourself. Try to understand yourself and what makes you tick. And then going forward, we've got guidance here in the Sun of Life. And this is about spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance is on offer for you. You need to listen. You need to listen to the universal energies, to messages coming through for you in the form of thoughts, ideas, a change in energy. You see here, there's guidance here for this woman, but she's turned away. She's not listening. So, you know, this is saying guidance is around for you, Virgo. Listen to what this guidance is that's coming through for you from spirit, from the universe, from your guides. And they want to help you and guide you forward. And the clarifier is the Sun of Life. This is a fantastic, it's the most optimistic energy in the tarot. So this is the Sun of Life. The guidance wants to bring in for you this energy. So renewed energy. It's about healing, vibrancy, optimism, joy. We've got the beautiful masculine energy of the sun in the background there. It's a very masculine looking energy, this is, which of course the sun is the masculine energy. And we've got the heart chakra that's lit up here. So this is going to be very good for you, for your health, for your heart energy. Vibrancy, warmth, new life. And so this is what, you know, this is what your guide that are wanting to bring in for you. This is beautiful, beautiful energies for you, Virgo. Okay. Now, what is it that the universe, what else do they want to say? So here we have the aloneness energy, and we have the 10 of vessels, which is about pure happiness. So the aloneness energy, this is not about being lonely. This is a major arcana, and this is when we have to go off on our own sometimes to seek wisdom, to find a new way forward. So this is about a journey. This is the journey, and this is your journey that you're on. Nobody else can do this journey for you, Virgo. It doesn't mean literally that you're going to go off on your own. It doesn't mean that. I mean, I think we'd find it difficult to do that at the moment, wouldn't we, with the lockdowns and COVID? But intellectually, metaphorically speaking, energetically speaking, this is about you finding your way forward now. We have, the man here is carrying a staff, but it's not a dead piece of wood. It's got growth on it. So this is about new growth, finding your way. What is it? Where is your light? You know, what is it that lights you up, Virgo? This is really uncharted territory that you're going to be going into, Virgo. But it's very exciting for you. And then the clarifier is the 10 of vessels, which would be the 10 of cups. And so this is about pure happiness. You see the waterfall coming down, filling all the cups full of water. Water represents emotion, it represents love, relationships, family. The 10 of vessels often is about family. So that's why there's so many cups representing happiness in the family going forward. As you find your way, and this is all waiting for you. For some of you, Virgo. Lovely, lots of interesting messages come through there for you. I'm just going to get 2 more cards now. Could we have 2 more cards for Virgo, please? Two more messages for Virgo, please. Just to round this reading up. We have Journey by Moonlight. There's the full moon again. Believe in magic, Virgo. You know, magic is all around us. Magic happens to people every day. But you've got to lift your energy. You've got to believe in this. Believe in the magic. Whether it's going walking in nature, you can see magic all around you. Whether it's in your dreams. Believe in magic. Lovely. And then, here we go, miracles. So expect the wondrous to emerge. Fantastic. There's the new moon there, a new beginning. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Believe in magic. You certainly have got a lot of spiritual support around you, edging you forward, pushing you forward now, Virgo. A time of self-reflection. Let go of the old ways, I feel. That's not been serving you any longer. Okay. Thank you for joining me, Virgo. Good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the past. Sorry, I was just looking at the past cards. I hope you can join me again in the future. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.